Hello everyone, my name is Amber. Today I'm going to be doing a 5-star prediction video. I've done one of these before. I did one last summer and I might have some of the same books on the list in this video that I did in that video because I don't remember what I said in that video. But I don't think I've read any of the books in that video yet, so why not make another one with more books that I haven't read yet? Basically what this is you take a bunch of books that you think you're gonna rate 5 stars, and then I'll go back later and see if I was right about my guesses, because recently I read Scythe by Neil Shusterman and I was not excited to read that book, and then I ended up giving it 5 stars. So maybe I'm not so good at predicting 5-star reads, because I would never have predicted that to be a 5-star read of mine. I honestly probably would have guessed 3.5 or 4 stars or something, but I ended up giving it 5 stars. So we're gonna see how good or bad I am at predicting my 5-star reads. The first book that I have on my list is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. This is actually a 2019 release, so I know this was not on my list for that other video, but this just sounds like everything that I want in a book and more. So it just sounds like I'm going to give it 5 stars, and I'm pretty confident. I'm reading this super soon with my friend Megan. This just sounds so good. So Elizabeth lives in a world where all sorcery and all magic is considered evil and bad. She has grown up in this magical library. She's training to become a warden, which is someone that protects all of the magical grimoires in the library and keeps them from escaping. And then one day one of the most dangerous grimoires escapes, and Elizabeth has to defend herself that she did not do this and she did not cause this. And then she has to team up with a sorcerer, which is her arch enemy, and his demonic assistant, which I'm pretty sure is a demon cat because I've heard that somewhere. So this just sounds like everything that I want in a book and more, and I just really hope that I love this. Me and Megan have been really hyping this up and saying we think we're gonna really love it, but we're also very, very nervous if it disappoints us. But I am going to be optimistic and predict that this will be 5 stars. I'm really hoping it will, because I want to love this book. It just seems so good, and then the cover art is just beautiful, and it's by Charlie Bowater, who did actually an art piece that I have hanging up in my room. I just love her art style. Anyway, this is not about the art style, it's about the book. Don't judge a book by its cover, kids. But maybe this will be great. Not because the cover's great, but that's just a bonus. The next book that I have on my list is a book that many people know of and love, and that is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This one I've heard fantastic things about. It's very hyped, so I'm interested to see if I enjoy it just as much as everyone else does, since I'm reading it so long after everyone else has talked about it for years. This follows 6 teens, and they are basically on a heist. It's set in the same world as the Grisha trilogy, which I have also not read, and I don't know if I'm going to read it. I'm just not that interested in it, honestly, but I am interested in this book, and I think that I will love this. I've heard that everyone loves the characters and the setting and just mostly the characters. I've heard the characters are kind of what make this book great. I am very scared, but I've heard that even if you are scared, it's still good. It's better than you expect it to be, because I'm just hesitant because of the amount of hype that this book has gotten, that I won't like it and that it'll disappoint me, and I can't be let down. I just really want to like it. I want to love this. I think I will. I'm predicting it'll be a 5-star read, but we'll see. The next one that I have on my list is A Darker Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab. Basically, this follows this guy named Kel, and he has this coat that allows him to travel into different worlds of London, and they all have different amounts of magic and different settings and stuff like that. The reason why I'm predicting this to be 5 stars is because I've read a lot of Victoria Schwab's books, and I've really liked all of those. I don't think I gave any of them 5 stars, but this one I think people talk about a lot more, and it sounds a lot up my alley, and I think that I will love it, but I'm hoping I will. I'm terrified of all of these because these are all very hyped books, and if I don't like them, I feel bad. But I think I will love this. My sister read it actually, and she loved it, so we'll see. We'll see. But I think that I will give this 5 stars. The next one that I have I don't actually own, but it's Red, White, and Royal Blue. This one I am also scared. But I'm not that scared because I feel like I'm not too critical on contemporary just because I don't read a ton of contemporary, but it takes a certain type of cutesy contemporary to like hold my heart. And I think this will be it. It follows 2 guys. One of them is I think it's the son of the female president of the United States. And then the other one is like a prince in England, I think. I don't really know. Let me know if I'm getting this wrong. I think that they fake friendship and they have to kind of get along and then they end up together, I'm assuming. It just seems so cute, and I have not heard one bad thing about it, except I have heard that the pacing is a little slow. I want to give it 5 stars, and I put it on this list. Wishful thinking, but everyone loves it, so I don't think it's that much of a wishful thinking. I think that I will love it. I just want an adorable, cute contemporary to love. The next one, this one I am so sure, like I'm very sure I'm gonna give this 5 stars, and that is the Tea Dragon Society. So cute. Okay, it's about like these little tea dragons, and it's like a graphic novel kind of, but they're just like, they're little and they're tiny, and they're all themed after tea, like for example like Earl Grey and like jasmine tea. Oh, they're just so cute, and I know I'm gonna love it because of the adorableness factor of this. I put it on hold at the library. Oh, so cute. Okay, I'm gonna stop fangirling about this, but it's just a cute little graphic novel, and I think I'll love it. The next one that I have is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. So this one I saw fan art for on Twitter, and it was so cute and like, oh, so good. Like, I feel like fan art always makes me more apt to like read a book and hopefully love it, because I feel like, you know, I want those characters in my life. So it follows this girl named Princess Lyra, and she is royal, but she is a siren. So she holds the hearts of 17 different princes, and in this world, holding people's hearts and having them in your collection is kind of a sign of power. She ends up in a predicament where she has to kill one of her own, so another siren, and her mother, who is the queen, punishes her and says that she has to go get this land prince's heart, and she takes away her siren abilities and her song, and she has to go on land and try to steal this prince's heart. And I'm assuming like something happens with them, they like fall in love. I'm just hoping I love it, because I love anything to do with the sea. If it's like a book about the sea, mermaids, sirens, anything like that. So this is kind of going to take like a very dark twist on that, and I am literally living for it. The next book on my list is The Toll by Neil Shusterman, which I don't know if this is cheating because this is like a 3rd book in a series that I've loved both books in, and it's not out yet. But I'm predicting that I will give this 5 stars. I really hope that I love the conclusion to this series. This is the 3rd book in the Scythe series, and this series, I've talked about it so much on my channel lately, so I feel like kind of bad talking about it more, but I also don't, because you guys need to read this. It follows these 2 characters. They are apprentices to a scythe, and they're training to be full scythes. They created scythes because in this world they've eradicated death, so they need some way of controlling the population, and they thought that the best way to do this was to have scythes go glean people. This is just a really good series, and I can't wait to see where the last book takes us, because where the 2nd book ended was just insane, and I'm just excited to finish off the series and see what happens, because I am like a little scared. The next one that I have is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. This one I am so excited to read. This is a self-improvement book, but it's basically about creativity and how to kind of find your creativity and reignite it, and how to take care of your creative side. This just sounds so good. I feel like I'm such a creative person, and I always have been since I was a little kid. I've always loved drawing, filming, photography, everything creative, and I have always sometimes when I fall out of doing creative things is when I really start to like not feel the best. So I would love to read this book and kind of see what it has to say about creativity and everything like that. And I've heard other people that I really trust, like Katie over at Kate's Book Date, she really likes this book and she's been talking about it on her channel a lot, and I really adore her channel and her recommendations, and we both like self-help books, so I'm thinking I like this one based on her recommendation and based on everyone else loving it. So this one is definitely going to be a 5-star read, I think. I am just looking forward to reading it, and I think it'll definitely help ignite my creativity. Next book, I went for a different tactic with this. It's Renegades by Marissa Meyer. So I liked the Lunar Chronicles. I only read the first 2, but I don't think I'm going to continue in it because it's just, I don't know, I'm not loving it, but I like it. So I have read Marissa Meyer before, but it was like, eh. But this series, I heard everyone thinks that they're going to be meh on it, which was kind of my thoughts on it. I was like, eh, like I didn't really like the Lunar Chronicles that much, so maybe I won't like this. But then everyone ends up loving it. So based on that, I think I'm going to really like this. And hopefully it'll be a 5-star read, but we'll see. It follows the Renegades, which is basically a group of prodigies, and they have like special abilities. And then the other character, Nova, does not like the Renegades at all, and she's basically on a revenge mission. So this just sounds really good. I don't know, I think I'll be on it, but I also am putting it on this list because I think that I'll change my mind and love it, kind of like what happened with Scythe, because I've heard other people doing that with this book, so we'll see. But those are my predictions for the books that I'm going to give 5 stars. I think that I did pretty well. I hope that I get them all right because I always want to give books 5 stars. It would be amazing if every single book that you read was just fantastic and you loved it and it was one of your favorites, but sadly it's not. But that's okay, because without the bad books or the meh books, you wouldn't have your favorite books because they would all be the same. It's got a little deep there. But anyway, those are all the books. I hope that I love them. I'm crossing my fingers that I love these books because I really want to give some books 5 stars. And I really want to have a 5-star month in August. And I'm just looking forward to reading all of these books. But let me know down below some of your books that you've predicted that you're going to give 5 stars, and also let me know what you thought of these books so I'll have a better idea of if I'm right or not. But anyway, I hope that you guys liked this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to my channel down below if you want to see more videos like this and if you want to see if I rated these books 5 stars, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Words that I say, downtown the lights out, but we choose to stay. I don't know where this may go. These strangers know all